On Eve Barlow's Twitter and Instagram bio, she describes herself as a music journalist, Zionist, and feminist. But she was also branded Amber Heard's rock in the Johnny Depp vs. Amber Heard case. Camille Vasquez has been unsurprisingly on the receiving end of Eve's posts in support of Amber. But how exactly did she slam Camille? For those who may not know much about Eve, she is a former deputy editor of the British music and culture website, NME, and a New York Magazine contributor. And she is one of the people who strongly supported Amber and tweeted in her support throughout the trial. At some point, the tweeting even got her in trouble when she was spotted tweeting and texting during the court proceedings. And according to court transcripts, Judge Penny said, "She was tweeting live from my courtroom, and I know the deputies took her out because she was texting. That's against the court order. Miss Barlow is not coming back into the courtroom during this trial." In her support for Amber, Eve received a ton of backlash, and she even clapped back, saying that because of the trial, whatever she posts attracts thousands of comments calling her ugly, misgendering her, accusing her of profiteering, lying and gold-digging, telling her she deserves to be beaten, and wishing death upon her, her family, and friends. Well, according to Eve, one of the people who are to blame for everything is Johnny Depp's lawyer, Camille Vasquez. As we all know, Camille didn't go easy on Amber when she was questioning her during the trial, and according to Eve, Camille gave out serious mean girl vibes. She even responded to one of the sessions by saying, "Camille Vasquez's approach to Amber Heard's cross-examination is classic DARVO, which stands for Deny, Attack, Reverse Victim and Offender. 1. What you say happened didn't happen. 2. You are a liar. 3. He didn't do it. You did." In her closing statement, Camille also went hard on Amber when she told the jury that exactly 6 years from that day, Amber went to court with extravagant, over-the-top allegations in order to claim that she, and not Johnny Depp, had been defamed. But Camille wanted the jury to know that it was all a hoax because Amber gave a dramatic performance where she passionately repeated those made-up claims on the stand. She also called out Amber for her lies upon lies, saying every word she said in court was the performance of a lifetime. In fact, Camille noted that Amber's acting coach said she had trouble crying tears while acting, saying, "You saw it. Miss Heard sobbing without tears. It was a performance. She told you what she thinks you need to hear to convict this man." Well, one of the people who responded to the statement was Eve Barlow, who wrote, "Camille Vasquez is right about one thing. It is 6 years to the day today since Amber went to a courthouse in DTLA to get a temporary restraining order. And here she is 6 years later, still in a courthouse, trying to get away from him." Camille also talked about how experts diagnosed Amber with borderline personality disorder and called her a deeply troubled person who is desperate for attention and approval. A forensic psychologist had testified that Amber suffers from a borderline personality disorder and histrionic personality disorder, and she said that she reached her diagnosis during 12 hours of interviews with Amber, as well as from reviewing her mental health records. She explained that BPD is characterized by instability, driven by an underlying fear of abandonment, and people with the disorder will make desperate attempts to prevent that from happening. And histrionic personality disorder, on the other hand, is associated with drama and shallowness, and a need to be the center of attention. According to the psychologist, Amber lied about getting PTSD from her relationship because, based on her analysis, Amber does not suffer post-traumatic stress from her relationship with Johnny Depp. She also explained that people with BPD have identity issues and tend to change their interests and values constantly. And that was something Amber was speculated to have displayed when social media users pointed out that she seemed to be copying Johnny Depp's courtroom outfits and hairstyles. So Camille brought up that diagnosis in court, and Eve wrote on Twitter in response, "Camille Vasquez should be ashamed as to how she's demonizing people with BPD while trying to misdiagnose Amber Heard with it." Again, When Johnny Depp settled his other legal battle, Eve Barlow went directly for Camille when she wrote once more on Twitter, "Given that Mr. Depp settled out of court this month in his case versus Rocky Brooks, and thus couldn't be found guilty of assaulting another man on a movie set, his lawyer Camille is now free to travel and stand side of stage at his European concerts. Justice for Johnny Depp, etc." There are other several tweets where Eve mentions Camille, and you can bet that none of them was in a positive light. Well, other than Camille, Eve also called out other people who spoke in defense of Johnny, especially YouTubers, when she wrote in a different post, "Were you aware that so-called YouTube journos like that Umbrella guy make that much, i.e. $1 million per year, making up and obsessively posting videos about Amber, her family and friends, including me? Is that an honest living to you?" And Johnny Depp's fans were also not spared. You may recall that after the closing statements, Johnny Depp went on tour in the UK, and again, Eve had some thoughts on that. She said while referring to Johnny's fans, "Trolls. He's moving on with his life. She should too. She can't. She has to wait for a verdict. He's on tour. It wasn't about the verdict for him. Whatever the verdict, he continues freely. She does not." Eve also memorably said that women who support Johnny Depp have low self-esteem and are jealous of Amber, when she responded to a post asking whether women hate other women by writing, "It's easy for women with low self-esteem to hate AH, or justify their prejudice towards archetypal feminine strength, beauty, by denying their envy of it. They perceive an afforded power that's truly a myth, and excuse their own inefficiency at being resilient against misogyny." Obviously, followers were not happy about the comment, and Eve was blasted with responses like, "Envy of her beauty? We certainly have a different perception on what beauty is. With that being said, I have no envy of her. I did not know who she was until this case, and from her televised performance, I see nothing to be envious about." Someone else also called her out, saying, "Amber Heard is as beautiful as any number of identical crayons in a box. We don't hate her because she's beautiful, and we're all ugly. We've studied the evidence and formulated opinions based on what we saw with our own eyes. Now be gone, before someone drops a house on you too." Eve also directly called out Johnny Depp in a couple of tweets, including one where she asked why Johnny never told his fans to stop insulting her, before adding, "The main gripe they seem to have, however, is that we keep posting. That's the harm. They want us to shut up. They want us to not speak. They want to take away our voice. This trial might be the first to be determined by social media. A true failure of justice." As for Amber, she also directly called out Camille when she was asked her opinion on Camille's repeated argument that she gave the performance of her life, and was merely acting in her explosive courtroom testimony. Amber sarcastically said,
"Says the lawyer for the man who convinced the world he had scissors for fingers."
In response, followers on social media said that just like Eve Barlow, Amber couldn't stand that Camille is a powerful, strong woman. And one follower wrote in response to Eve, constantly posting about Camille, "Sounding salty still, Eve Barlow. We all know you would love to be in Camille's position. A strong, beautiful, powerful woman who's amazing at what she does. Then there's you." In addition, some pointed out that Eve doesn't allow comments on her Twitter account, and she's dramatically over-exaggerating the illegal death threats she collects on Instagram, and that she is only doing so to profit from everything. Other people also said that Amber is using Eve, and she will soon learn her lesson. And as one person noted, "It's coming soon enough. Eve will learn the hard way." Camille said, "Miss Heard is a person who burns bridges, and scorched earth approach to anyone who dares divorce her. Burn him to the ground was her motto." Well, Eve still posts a lot about how she supports Amber, so once in a while, she will continue to throw something in there about Camille. We doubt whether Camille will directly respond to her, but we will keep you posted in case of anything. Meanwhile, check out this other crazy video.